Welcome back to my animal education series. Came here with Jessica at the Nashville Zoo. Hello.
Hi.
And who do we have back here?
These are red ruffed lemurs.
The one was... there was one right there, but he kind of ran off, so I was hoping to point at him. But they're up there now. So where can you find these lemurs?
So all lemurs are found on the island of Madagascar. It's an island off the coast of Africa.
And what kind of environment is there on Madagascar?
So red ruffed lemurs can live really all over the island, but they primarily live in a colder area. So their fur is really, really thick, and they also have really, really good mobility. So they jump around and kind of get around in all the trees really well. So their personal environment is a little colder than some other areas of Madagascar, but it is also a rainforest as well.
Because obviously they're pretty cold tolerant, because it's like about 50 degrees today.
Yes, they are very cold tolerant. Their fur is about this thick.
So obviously that helps with their environment.
Yes.
So what other adaptations do they have for surviving in that habitat?
So red ruffed lemurs have a third eyelid, so they can see really well in the dark. They also have a really special tooth comb, which is an adaptation that most lemurs have. So lemurs don't have the dexterity in their fingers that apes or monkeys do. So when they groom themselves or when they groom each other, they do it with their mouth. And so the bottom layer of their mouth, their teeth actually come to a point and make a comb. So they have a tooth comb. It's a really special adaptation that only lemurs have.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
So what kind of animals would try to eat a lemur?
So it depends on the lemur. There's a lot of different species of lemur on Madagascar, and they range from teeny tiny to pretty big. So red ruffed lemurs don't have a lot of natural enemies. There is an animal on Madagascar called a fossa, and that's really it's kind of like a big cat, but that's really the only natural predator on Madagascar. Unfortunately, red ruffed lemurs are critically endangered due to human activity.
So would a domesticated dog or other domestic animals try to eat a lemur? 'Cause I know that sometimes domesticated animals cause problems for lemurs.
I don't know if they would try to eat a red ruffed lemur because they are in the tree. So red ruffed lemurs are one of the more arboreal lemur species. So they spend a lot of time in the trees. So I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I just wanted to ask in case you knew.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
So what is one of your favorite things about the red ruffed lemur?
Have you heard them call yet?
I have.
It is very loud. It's very distinctive. It's a really, really cool thing that the red ruffed lemurs do. They have a beautiful call, and it is a little alarming if you're not ready for it, but it is a really cool thing that they do.
I came here for another visit in February, and my dad and I were walking past this path here. We didn't even notice the enclosure was here, so we're just walking past, and then the whole group starts going off. It scared the crap out of us.
Yes, it's a lot. It's loud. It's not subtle.
Then we came over and got a video. I don't know where that video is, if my dad has it somewhere, but
I'm sure
if we still have it, we will put it in there.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So does this coloration help them at all in the wild?
Yeah, so red ruffed lemurs have a black belly. So they like to sit in the sun, and they sit with their hands out, kind of like in a yoga pose. They sit like this and sit in the sun. So when they get cold, that dark fur really helps them absorb the sunlight really quickly, and it brings their body temperature up much faster.
So are there other kinds of ruffed lemurs?
There's black and white ruffed lemurs. That's the two species of ruffed lemurs.
And I'm assuming that one's also found in Madagascar.
Yeah.
Well, she did say all lemurs are found in Madagascar, so that would answer that question.
That's it.
So are these lemurs part of an SSP?
They are. So we have had two groups of babies here. So the first time we had 3 babies, and the second time we had 4 babies. So we have been very successful here. And 2 of our females actually left last year and are off to start families of their own.
So how big is the group that you currently have here?
We have 5 now.
And so what do these lemurs eat in the wild?
So red ruffed lemurs are one of the most frugivorous species of lemur. They eat a lot of fruit. So here at the zoo, they get different types of fruit every day. They also get a lunch. So we feed our lemurs 3 times a day. And they get a variety of greens, and they get food enrichment 2 to 3 times a week.
And how does this group of lemurs come here to the zoo?
So our mom and our breeding male, came here from Duke Lemur Center. They both came here at different times. And then the other group members that we have in here are their babies.
And were some of the other group members that were sent to other zoos, like also offspring of the two here?
They were.
That's super cool. Awesome to see that you guys are successfully breeding a lot of lemurs here.
Yeah.
It's always good to see good breeding programs because, unfortunately, this is how the world's looking right now. There's a lot of endangered species.
Yep.
So the more there are, the better the odds.
Yeah, for sure.
So thank you so much for telling us about the red ruffed lemur. As much as I want to turn around and watch them climb in the trees, thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram @ColeShirk. As always, I'll see you next week.